On this episode of Smoke Signals, we're rocking the rye with Autodesk Smoke, talking to AJA and SmokeTraining.com. Hi everyone, Marc-Andre Ferguson here, coming to you live from Amsterdam at the Rye, where we're rocking the IBC show with Smoke 2013. On this episode of Smoke Signals, we will talk to Bryce Button from AJA, and he will show us all the cool new stuff surrounding the KeyPro line of products. But we'll start with an interview with Brendan Gibbons from SmokeTraining.com. Now more than ever, learning smoke is easy, thanks to individuals like Brendan Gibbons here.
Hi,
so Brendan, nice to meet you finally in person. I've heard your voice for the last few months on the internet, so I'm really happy.
Finally put a face to the sound. Yeah.
Exactly. So you've been around the block a few times.
I've been around the block with not just smoke, but a number of the sort of the high-end applications. Like I started off in Tele 15 years ago, Quantel, Smoke. Been with all those for sort of about 15 years. Dipped out of Smoke for a while. Been in Final Cut for about 7 or so years, and I've been bouncing backwards and forwards between Final Cut and Smoke and Flame. So I guess I've been sort of evenly spread across them all.
Right, and now you work in broadcast in the UK?
Yeah, we're working broadcast in the UK. I guess it's sort of really fast turnaround editing, but a lot of what I do is actually training other editors. So it was like a natural thing for me to do, because I've been across Final Cut, and a lot of Final Cut people were asking me about the new Smoke, and I thought I'd put a few things together.
So what was the idea behind Smoke-Training.com?
It all kind of started by accident, really. It's like I had a whole lot of editors coming to me, like they heard about the new Smoke, but previously that they'd seen it and were a bit frightened by it, and I've tried to sort of push people towards Smoke. But what I actually decided to do was I wanted to train some people, but I didn't have the time. Someone suggested to me, put up a website. So threw up a few clips on the website, and it kind of gathered pace from there, and people gave me really great feedback. So it's kind of egged me on to do more and more, I guess.
What do you like best about Smoke?
The one thing I like best about Smoke is that I've always done editing and I've always done effects, but it's always been in two separate applications, and I just like being able to be on the timeline, jump into effects, have a play, jump straight back out again, and just reconfigure the edit and tweak it, and it's just all there in one place. So it goes without saying, it just makes life easy.
Well, there you have it, Smoke, editing and effects combined, and now you can learn all about this thanks to Brendan's tutorials on Smoke-Training.com. I'm really happy to be in the AJA booth and talk to our friend Bryce Button, who's going to tell us about all the cool stuff that AJA is announcing here at IBC and how it relates to Autodesk Smoke.
Hi, it's good to see you, Marc-Andre.
Good to see you too.
Lovely to be back in Amsterdam. We're blessed with lovely weather this year, and of course we have new news. So as you're aware, AJA produces a number of products that Smoke on Mac uses already, and that would be the Kona 3G, which you can see on our booth, and of course at the Autodesk booth as well as the IOXT, which is our Thunderbolt answer. We are introducing at the show new key store modules that actually have USB 3s. And we added a new drive size capacity as well, up to 750 gigabytes. And of course, this is a wonderful way to get into your Smoke on Mac. But to supplement it, we've got this new key store dock. So regardless of the module you have, if we take a look at the back here, two important ports, USB 3 and Thunderbolt.
Nice. So if you have one of those brand new Retina display MacBook Pros, you can go ahead and connect one of these readers directly to it and ingest all of your beautiful ProRes footage or DNxHD footage for your editing right into Smoke.
Yep. At the same time, when we introduced the KeyPro Quad, this was at NEB, and it's still on schedule to come out a little later this year. So this is our 4K recorder. Again, a big help for those folks working in Smoke on Mac, for instance, who just need to be given files.
Right.
Because you might not have a capture card that can handle it, that type of thing. You just take the files directly off it. So to go alongside that, we now have the stick that you're recording to. So this is known as a HA pack module. And they will be available, because we hadn't talked about sizes at NAB. They're going to be available in 256 and 512 gigabytes.
512 gigabytes.
Yep, which is pretty awesome. and a nice cute little reader for it too. So once again, Thunderbolt or USB.
So this is great for DIT work on set, so you don't monopolize your unit while they're
Exactly.
shooting nice.
So very exciting show for us, and then there's a whole bunch of free software. So as traditional with our company, we give people firmware and we actually update your products completely for free. So on the Key Pro and the Key Pro Rack, for instance, we're introducing 4.1 software that gives you the ability to do time lapse. It gives you the ability to do time start-stop recording automatically from an Arri Alexa. Also gives you the ability to do super out on the Key Pro Rack. For those of who looked at the Key Pro Rack that we have, it actually has 2 SDIs out. And what you can do is you can put super out on one. We had that when we first shipped, but we also introduced that super out capability to component, composite, and HDMI now. So if you're sitting there with a director again and they just, you know, you're not recording the super out, but they want to see the time code, etc. as you go, that's pretty cool functionality.
Very cool. How do you see the impact of AJA hardware working in conjunction with Smoke on Mac, for example, on laptops, on iMacs?
So yeah, so you've seen some key things that we've been following. I mean, our three sort of themes of the show are that we continue to lead in the 4K space. So we lead in that area, and with the Key Pro Quad is the most cost-effective, simple way to work with 4K capture, because we're doing ProRes recording, so the debayering off the camera, and ProRes recording at the same time that we pass through the raw material over the built-in Thunderbolt.
Right.
So really simplifying that workflow. And as you've seen with these new little accessories we bought, we're again bringing technologies that are now getting a little longer in the tooth, like FireWire 800, and bumping up speed. So it's all for you and our mutual users here. The Smoke on the Mac, just sitting on an iMac or on your laptop in the field, it's all about speed and efficiency.
Exactly.
And I hope today that we've been able to show that we take this kind of stuff pretty seriously, and that's what we're trying to do for all our mutual users.
Well, thank you very much, Bryce, for taking the time for meeting with us.
Thank you, sir.
And we hope to see these products in action and on sets and in post rooms really, really soon.
Certainly. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Join the ever-expanding Autodesk Smoke 2013 community. Start with the Area Forum, where you can get your questions answered by Autodesk tech support specialists. You can also check out the Creative Cow Forum on Autodesk Smoke, hosted by Walter Biscardi, amongst others. Find out about all the cool new stuff around Smoke 2013 on our Facebook page. You can follow us on Twitter, and now on SocialCam. I'm Marc-Andre Ferguson. Thank you for watching.